everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Aceikith Gaming and welcome back to more Aurelion Sol. On the post-nerfed patch for Aurelion Sol 13.11, playing it again for the second time in a row. I'm going to know about Malzahar possibly, but Malzahar got banned and I also had to blind pick into as what would eventually turn out to be a Xerath. They were thinking, I think, playing Fizz, which would have been really good for them, I think, actually. But I think they probably opted out playing Xerath. Now, it's going to be a little bit difficult playing against Xerath because Xerath actually is very high ranked. But later on into the game, we are able to deal with that. That's not a problem. It's just the early game I need to watch out for, which is why I've gone Arcane Comet and not First Strike. So, but the build otherwise is very much the same. Now, we're looking like we're probably going to go Leandries because there's a Dr. Mundo and there's also an Amumu on the enemy team, along with a Lee Sin as well. And Lee Sin can get reasonably tanky as well.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Now, one of my teammates said about an invade and they seemed like really domineering about it. And they have a much better invade. Like Amumu and, yeah, there you go. I knew that was going to happen.
I've waited millennia to watch Targon fall.
Oh, who flashed?
You are going to kill me. Just like that?
Minions have spawned.
Okay, they're not anymore. Yeah, the Trundle is wanting to invade. Oh, hello.
The heavens
I don't have time to deal with that right now. I just want to go into lane really, pretty much. Oh no, there's the Xerath there. Yeah, up against the Xerath, which is interesting. Don't see Xerath mids really that much anymore. You see him more in support than anything else.
Basic elements, I could really
and it's quite evident to see why. It is for the most part.
This sun could do with a new core.
See that? Oh, he didn't get his first strike. It's not bad.
Only when darkness overwhelms the heavens will Targon realize its folly.
First blood.
First blood to the Mordekaiser against a Dr. Mundo. I have played that quite some time ago. And I do believe I didn't do too badly into it. Look at that, and Lee Sin's now going to realise, oh, my red's gone. And just to put that into perspective, the only reason why the Trundle went up to that side there is because they invaded.
Defending yourself, adorably futile.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I can see it's a little bit more difficult. You know, obviously the nerfs on Aurelion.
My works are revered by worlds I have never even visited.
Yeah, I need to go back now.
Do you know who I am? Congratulations. You have earned my contempt.
And yeah, this is a skin I've not used before as well. I think I just saw Lee Sin up on top side actually. Cogmore getting an early kill on Misfortune, that shouldn't happen.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, Lee Sin needs nerfs coming across there. Oh, I'll take a lot of damage from there. I'm quite surprised. I'm gonna have to stick around. He is pushing the lane in as well.
Celestial dragons live and die by our own beautiful rules.
Oh, I went straight back into that. Is he experiencing this matchup, I wonder? Doesn't say that he regularly wins. He has got high damage points. Yeah, that was a bad move from me.
Let's
To
have
be
some
fair,
fun.
it's very rare that I die in lane phase on Aurelion actually. Like, what's my win rate on Aurelion at the moment?
Necessary matter.
My win rate is 43%. It is, but it's drastically improved overall. Like my KD used to be quite strong. My KD isn't as strong as what it used to be, but I still feel like I'm actually playing particularly well at the moment on Aurelion Sol as a whole.
Perhaps there is more to this world than I thought.
Yeah, I would now walk out of that because of the oh, really?
Stars are wonder and love igniting.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, the Xerath just into that. He's just aggressive, that's all he is. That's all he is, literally. He's just so aggressive. So, if we just camp the lane, he won't survive. Which there was an upside and a downside to that. If he's aggressive, it allows the Trundle to be able to gank mid lane quite often. But then the problem is that I'm not really supposed to do a higher level of damage in the earlier stages of the game, especially due to the nerfs that they've done with E.
My stars shine for all. My, how they stare. I would burn the cosmos to catch Targon in the flames.
Yeah, there was a ward in there. Clear that up. Yeah, not the best of starts, I will admit, which is rare for me on Aurelion lately. But then, I know it's always going to be difficult. But you can see that burst damage.
An ally has been
Like,
slain.
just a bit ridiculous.
Shut down.
He has its weapon for far too long.
Like, why is he this far down the line?
Why does anyone wish upon a star? Anyone want some stardust?
I'm just going to have to completely back off now.
Love is as
What
real
is
a
this?
force as gravity. Try it once in a while.
He is legit trying to find me. I'll back and then I'll come back into the lane. But this sort of like it's helping out top lane because top lane's but we're actually doing quite well in top lane so far. I've lost a decent amount of farm. The thing is, he's not that much further ahead. Oh. Hello. So Yumi's got nerfed.
I wouldn't navigate by the stars. They are a work in progress.
Where is he? Where is that Xerath? There he is.
The stories they tell about me, they're probably true.
Do you see what I mean? He's just so aggressive. So it is something I'm gonna need to try and deal with the best I can. Okay. We've got a flash at least.
Star is one of my hearts.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Planetary life.
He's pushing mid lane. I don't think he cares for mid lane quite, but so much at the moment because now he's being camped a little bit. What is he doing there now? Oh, he was clearing my control board that I set up there earlier on.
It's been driving me crazy for years.
Yeah, I don't have the power yet. I just don't. He has so much more burst power than what I do at the moment. Which is unusual for me.
The name's Pantheon with a P.
But maybe this is another matchup that you could actually put into Aurelion Sol maybe. That I didn't exactly think about. Oh, even our Mordekaiser came down.
Wherever I am is the
Didn't actually
fashionable
realise
part
that.
of the universe. Even here. This amazing
Oh, that's a mistake. He didn't try and go for that.
The depths of space crawl with terrible entities. Only for this world.
Unstoppable.
Feel good to make things again.
There we go. Thank you very much. I'm going to clear this wave. And hope to God that Lee Sin's not around. And then, yeah. Then go back. Go and get my Leandries.
First drained of light and heat. Where not even a story.
Lee Sin should technically go toward the Mordecai. Okay, it's got in the mid lane.
Perfect for the bi-millennial celestial masquerade.
Yeah, Aurelion Sol. This does seem like a matchup that actually isn't great for Aurelion, but we're pulling it off because we're playing it safe. We know we don't win the early game against Xerath, and that's the difference. Xerath, yes, is a late game champion, but he's not a late game hyper carry. But he is able to do good burst damage in the earlier stages. Oh, Xerath just got the shutdown.
Except me, of course.
Get that cleared. He is taking a high level of damage as well now, though, which is good.
Expanding my sometimes stars gaze.
Level 10, so I only got 3.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Damn. Yeah, he just about got there because he couldn't do the damage. That'll be...
My feet rarely touch the ground.
Right, I'm going to go bot lane now.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Well, it's actually not so bad into this team
Targon's
comp.
magic is crude.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Nice.
My home is in the cosmos. Stars.
Thank you, team. The well seems pretty good, and so does the Trundle.
Dragons are but pale imitations of my kind.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Let's just fly away now.
If you ask me, we have set the bar too low for sentience.
We'll put that there. Not actually even ready for taking the dragon. We've got the first two, so if they take the next one, it's not the worst thing in the world.
slain.
Yes! Oh god, Aurelion Sol is really strong. Just wait. The thing is, the problem with Xerath, he's not really a mid laner anymore. That's the big problem, I think. You know, like he is supposed to be a mid laner, but in today's sort of like, you know, it's with how the league meta is nowadays, with how it resolves, he is more of a support nowadays. You know, he doesn't have solo carry potential anymore.
An ally has been slain.
Time to slow things down.
And he is sad because Xerath is a cool champion. You know, Xerath is a very cool champion at the end of the day.
An ally has been
got
slain.
caught, unfortunately. He's not been doing too badly, to be fair.
Whenever I think my work is complete, I end up back here, under this sun.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Triple kill.
This world holds the key.
An
to
enemy
Tarkov.
has been slain.
Time to give them a show. I've waited
I'm just doing
millennia
that for
to
style
watch
points, if I'm honest. Legit just for style points. I might as well.
Stars.
Right, they're all coming back.
Your
So
team has destroyed a
Make
turret.
an entrance. Excellent.
I'm consistently going back because I'm making sure that I'm always ahead at this point. I am now, so I'm routinely coming back, which I think is a good idea. I think overall. Because, like, again, it's like the last game that we played, you know. I don't mind consistently going back,
The heavens diminish without my attention.
you know, to keep on
Shut down.
adding to my power spikes.
A few more basic elements. I can find this place shiver.
Ally has been slain.
This sun could be
I'll do as much damage as I can. Oh my word! What the hell? The Trundle almost 2v1'd. Oh my word, okay. That's something I didn't expect. Oh, and here comes the Mordekaiser. I think he's a bit gone now, unfortunately. But yeah, it shows how strong our team comp is, actually. So we're up 2 dragons to 1. They did take the last one because Trundle died in a 1v3. But Trundle is capable of doing a stupid amount of damage if left to do that.
only when darkness overwhelms the heavens.
I'm going to use my flight now.
Realize its folly.
I might not get it back up for when the fight starts, but
An enemy has been slain. Destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
Stars are not born, they are made by me.
Yeah, things just feel so simple. The nerfs to Aurelion Sol, I honestly do not think is enough.
Never even visited.
It really is not.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
And I don't think the Dr. Mundo's pretty much given up.
Any relevance?
Has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
A star is so
He's not there anymore.
than a luminous sphere.
Who is he though, I wonder?
An ally has been slain.
Okay, Mordekaiser got caught and still got a kill.
Darkness is my only true enemy. Now we're playing with Starfire.
They're doing bad.
Put it on Mount Targon's tab.
Yeah. Aurelion Sol is the AP champion to choose right now. Just putting it out there. Like, the lane phase should be heavily into the Xerath's favour because of the range strength. But the fact that I'm still relevant just shows how strong the champion is. Like, if he gets nerfed even more than what he has been already, I would completely and utterly understand it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. You're dependable. I like that.
Always leave me begging for
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, we pretty much won this one, I would expect.
not much.
Unless
Shut
something
down.
really bad happens.
Rampage.
Yeah.
Ace.
There you go. That's another very successful game on Aurelion Sol.
Victory.
So it seems like we're starting to climb, which normally these sort of things happen. We stay like losing and then winning and then losing and winning. And we do that for about a few days or so typically. And then we have like maybe a day or two where we just consistently win and then we promote up to another rank. That tends to be what happens to me most of the time nowadays. They do so, but very well done to the Trundle. You know, I'm very impressed with how that Trundle played. You know, I would say he was background carrying as well as Aurel. Like, we all together just had a very solid team. Of players that were actually trying to win. They were actually thinking and playing together. Rather than just trying to go solo bolo, I'm going to carry on my own because my team is always bad. Sometimes, like, even I've had to learn this myself. You know, like, yes, you may sometimes get bad teammates, but you do need teammates to be able to play well. You do. You can't just carry completely on your own most of the time. It is a team game after all. So, but yeah, you only gain 22 LP. So the MMR, I would say, because of that, is probably not in the best of places. But then maybe that's because of the ranks, because I didn't really check that all that much. So the Cogmore and the Rail were duo, and so was the Mordekaiser and the Trundle. So they probably just honoured each other. Yeah, this was actually literally a duo game. This was, so the top and jungles were both duos on both teams, as well as the AD carry and the support on both teams. The difference is between both teams is that the Amumu support is a silver 4 player, the Misfortune is an iron 2, the Lee Sin's an iron 1, and the Dr. Mundo's a bronze 4. And then obviously you've got Mordekaiser and Trundle on our team, bronze 2 and bronze 3 respectively, and then bronze 4 for both the AD carry and support on our team as well. So, like, you know, you do need everybody to be good players, obviously, you know, there's no denying that. So yeah, so we actually played very, very strongly, but overall 22 LP gain. What did we get up to in the end? 63 LP, which is pretty good. 13 to 6, got 21.5k damage. Not doing as much damage to the Xerath. There is a bit of a range difference. There is. I am going to point that out now. So lane phase was always going to be very difficult. I've never personally played the matchup, but I get why. It's a difficult lane phase for the Aurelion Sol into a Xerath. The Xerath is also a late game champion, but it's not really a mid laner anymore necessarily. Although he was designed for mid lane, he's not really a mid laner anymore. You know, you can't put him in mid lane, and it showed with the games that we were having. We was having to take a lot of damage in the earlier stages of the game, and that's where his damage was coming from. In the later stages of the game, Xerath is always dying because we have a Trundle and we have a Trundle that is able to run up to the enemy team. A Rail's able to pounce onto him. And a Cogmore's able to do some really good backline damage. And then Aurelion Sol just flies to the side. Or that's what you're supposed to do anyway. Sometimes I've flown right into them, which is not always the best of ideas. But yeah, very good performance on Aurelion Sol. Had to be careful during lane phase. Couple of things I've learned especially. And the next time that we do ever go against a Xerath, it probably won't happen again. Is there a Xerath main? I didn't really check. Let me have a look. No, they're actually a top main. They're actually a top lane main, they are. They play Warwick, Darius. They play Samira as well in AD carry. So mid lane is their third most played role for this season. If we go to just the past 30 days... he has been playing some Xerath recently, so I guess he does play Xerath in mid lane, but it's not been looking very good, and yeah, it does show his KD's not that great. A lot of deaths, 7 deaths per game on average in 4 games. So, and now he's going to get a bad Xerath tag as well. 4 games played, only won 1 of the 4. So a bit unfortunate, but yeah, like we managed to prevail through that all in the end, and a very good game overall. But if you do like the video, don't forget to click that like button. It does help out the channel a lot. If you do want to see the climb further on ahead, maybe we'll soon hit that bronze 2 mark, which we're hoping to do so. Then hit that subscribe button as well and watch the climb ahead. See if we can get bronze 2. Maybe if you can hit bronze 1 by the time that we reach the end of the season. But otherwise, we're going to leave it there. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys next time.